giant kraken! Kraken.
Imagine you're a sailor in the 15th century. You're out on the open sea. The waves are crashing, and suddenly a giant tentacle the size of ship's mast bursts out of water. Congratulations! You've just met the Kraken. But was the Kraken really a monster from the deep, or just the ocean trolling us with giant calamari? I'm CapyBara, and today we're diving into the myths, the mystery, and the reality behind one of the scariest sea legends ever, the Kraken. The Kraken is basically the ocean's version of Bigfoot, except instead of wandering in the woods, it drags ships to the bottom of the sea. The word Kraken comes from old Scandinavian languages, meaning something like twisted or crooked thing. Sailors describe it as a monster so big it looked like an island. It had giant tentacles, a mouth that could swallow men whole, and of course a bad attitude toward boats. And here's the thing, back then if you saw a weird shadow in the water, you didn't Google it, you just assumed it wanted to eat you. In Norse sagas, the Kraken was said to live off the coast of Norway and Greenland. Sailors warned each other, if the sea starts bubbling, if the waves start swirling, you're not about to make friends. You're about to meet a monster. Some stories said it releases clouds of black ink, poisoning the water. Others said it could pull down entire ships with its suction cup tentacles.
Hey, look, it's the Kraken!
Basically, it was like a horror movie trailer, but for the ocean. And here's the funny part. Sailors sometimes describe it as so big fish would gather around it, thinking it was a land. So, if you were unlucky, you would anchor your ship to the Kraken. Talk about bad parking.
Uh-oh. Parking bad guys.
Titan, Kraken, Kaiju.
Okay, but why did people believe in this nightmare sushi? First, the ocean is terrifying. Imagine sailing for months with no land in sight, and suddenly you see something massive moving under your ship. Of course you would panic.
I'm not scared.
Second, sailors actually saw real things, giant waves, whirlpools, and most importantly, massive squids. The ocean is full of weird stuff, glowing jellyfish, whales the size of buses, and squids with tentacles longer than your car. If you would never see one before, it would look like a monster straight out of mythology. Also, sailors told tall tales. Let's be real, when you're stuck on the boat for months, you're gonna exaggerate your fish stories. One guy sees a big squid. By the time the story hits the next port, it's a kraken the size of a continent.
The Kraken!
Fast forward a few centuries, and scientists start asking, wait a minute, what if the Kraken isn't a monster, but a real animal? Enter the giant squids. These creatures can grow up to 40 or 50 feet long, with tentacles covered in sharp suckers. They live deep into the ocean where humans rarely go, which explains why they were so mysterious for so long. Sailors probably saw dead giant squids, vanished ashore, or had them surface near ships, and boom, instant Kraken story. In fact, the first real photos of a living giant squid weren't taken until 2004. Yeah, that's how exclusive they are. For most of history, we only had legends, carcasses, and half-eaten squid parts found in the whale stomach, which honestly make them scarier, because if something can fight a sperm whale, I'm not picking a fight with it.
No fighting!
Even after science explained things, the Kraken never left our imagination. Movies, video games, books, the Kraken is everywhere. From Pirates of the Caribbean to Clash of the Titan, to basically every fantasy story with an ocean battle. If there's water, there's a Kraken. It became the ultimate boss battle of the sea. And let's not forget the memes. The Kraken has gone from terrifying sea monster to the mascot for rum bottles. That's one heck of a career downgrade.
Wow, what a downgrade.
So, was the Kraken real? Well, yes and no for now. No, there wasn't a monster that could swallow ships whole. But yes, it was inspired by real animals. The giant squid, the colossal squid, maybe even massive octopuses.
Sometimes I have this dream that a giant octopus is sucking my face.
And some sailor exaggerations, a lack of Google Maps, and a healthy dose of fear, and boom, you've got yourself a sea monster legend. In a way, the Kraken shows us how humans turned reality into myth. We see something strange, we don't understand it, so we give it a scary name. It's like the ocean's version of blaming ghosts for creaky floors. So, next time you're eating calamari, just remember, you might be snacking on the legend of Kraken. Whether it was terrifying monster, a misunderstood squid, or just the ocean messing with us, the Kraken remains one of the coolest myths in history. I'm CapyBara, and this was CapyBara Explains. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash the like button, subscribe for more weird and wonderful stories, and comment below. Would you rather fight one giant squid or 100 regular squids? See you next time, and don't forget to release the like button. And if you don't,
the Kraken will appear in your house front.
thanks for watching. See you guys on our next video.